Here's more wrestling news for November 25th, 2025. Your headlines for this afternoon include WWE releases first Cryptic teaser for Women's WrestleMania 42, fans shocked by hidden name. Breaking, Sheamus reveals plans to retire after years of WWE battles. Bret Hart criticizes Sheamus' punches as embarrassing, outrage erupts. Spoiler, WWE star accidentally takes out security on SmackDown, doctors rush in. AEW star confirms departure after brief run. WWE releases Bloodline member despite 2 years remaining. Triple H speaks on plans for physical WWE Hall of Fame, and more. WWE released a pair of teaser videos today, each hinting at something big on the horizon. The first clip featured someone applying lip gloss, while the second, aired on Monday Night Raw, showed a hand holding a wine glass. The visual style made the clues fairly clear. The wine glass teaser strongly resembles Rhea Ripley, and the lip gloss shot points toward Tiffany Stratton. These teasers line up with recent reports that WWE has been filming a new cinematic-style WrestleMania commercial featuring several top women's stars. Those rumored to be part of the shoot include Jade Cargill, Io Sky, Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton, and Liv Morgan. Given the tone of the videos, fans expect the women's spot to mirror the highly stylized, storytelling-heavy format of the men's promo that was reportedly filmed about a week ago. WWE confirmed the reveal is just 4 days away. The biggest curiosity now revolves around Liv Morgan's role. Although she is featured in the rumored lineup, she has not appeared on television in recent weeks, raising questions about how WWE plans to incorporate her into the final commercial. Spoiler alert, the following segment discusses an unexpected moment from a pre-taped episode of SmackDown airing on November 28th, 2025. If you want to avoid spoilers, please skip ahead. The go-home episode of SmackDown before Survivor Series War Games features a women's War Games advantage match between Asuka and Charlotte Flair. The two longtime rivals delivered a physical back-and-forth battle, but one planned spot took an unexpected turn. During the match, Charlotte tossed Asuka onto the announce desk. As Flair paused for a moment to recover, Asuka prepared to hit her signature poison mist. The Queen ducked at the last possible second, causing Asuka to accidentally spray the mist directly into the face of a security guard at ringside. While this spot was planned and the guard had been instructed to keep his eyes closed to avoid injury, sources close to the taping noted that the mist still ended up entering his eyes. In the leaked video from the taping, support staff can be seen rushing to help him immediately. He was later brought backstage where medical personnel cleared the mist from his eyes and ultimately cleared him as okay. Despite the ringside incident, Asuka and Charlotte kept the energy high inside the ring with a competitive match that showcased both women at their best. The momentum shifted several times, but the finish came with Charlotte securing the victory. With the win, Team Charlotte now holds the Women's War Games advantage, entering the match with 2 members in the cage against 1 from the opposing side for the first 2 minutes, a strategic edge that could shape the entire bout. Lance Anoa'i has finally cleared the air about his WWE departure, and it turns out the situation was very different from what many assumed. After leaving the company last month following a stretch of unfortunate injuries, Lance has now confirmed that he was released, not quietly phased out when a contract expired. Speaking to Muscle Man Malcolm, Lance explained that he still had 2 years left on his WWE deal when he got the call informing him he was being let go. He said he took the news as motivation to immediately get back to work and stay focused outside the company. So it wasn't renewing my contract, it was releasing me from my contract. I still had another 2 years on my contract. I found out, man, I forget the day, because from that moment on, I knew it was right back to the grind. And man, I was blessed to be there. I was happy to be there. I learned a lot. Unfortunately, injuries weren't on my side, so it killed me. But you know, just keep going, man. When asked if there was any friction or backlash during his time in WWE, Lance said the real issue was simply the injuries piling up. His setbacks made him too expensive to keep and too unavailable to justify the investment, a combination that ultimately worked against him. His injury timeline was brutal. In his first week at the Performance Center, he suffered a sports hernia. After finally being cleared, he tore his shoulder. Although he was cleared again at the end of September, he was released the following month. I think the injuries are what cost me everything. I cost the company more money than what I was making them. I was one of the older ones there, back-to-back injuries. I had a sports hernia my first week at the PC. I know I read online that I was hurt going in. No, I got hurt at the Performance Center. It was something real dumb, like God telling me, maybe not yet. I got cleared for 3 weeks and then tore my shoulder right after that. I got cleared at the end of September and then released in October. Despite how it ended, Lance stressed there was no bitterness between him and WWE. The company supported him through every setback, but the circumstances simply weren't sustainable. Did WWE pull the plug on Lance Anoa'i too quickly because of injury concerns, or was it the right business move in the long run? Share your thoughts below. Enjoying the video? A quick like goes a long way in helping us grow and deliver more wrestling news you care about. Sheamus has been part of WWE since 2006, racking up multiple championships and earning wide respect from both the locker room and fans across the world. But despite the longevity and high regard he holds backstage, new rumors have surfaced suggesting that the Celtic Warrior may be considering calling it quits. According to Dirt Sheet reports, Sheamus has allegedly reached out to Triple H to discuss the possibility of stepping away. As of this writing, the reason behind this decision remains unknown, and none of the major wrestling journalists or WWE itself have confirmed the story. If there's truth to the rumor, it would mark a significant turning point for one of WWE's most hard-hitting and consistently praised performers. And surprisingly, that conversation leads directly into another storyline involving Sheamus this week, one tied to comments that sparked major controversy online. Sheamus is one of the most respected pro wrestlers in WWE and is considered by many to be one of the best pure workers in the world right now, but one legend who isn't a fan of the former world champion is Bret Hart. During an appearance on the Johnny I Pro show, Hart revealed that Sheamus doesn't know how to throw a punch and needs to learn how to deliver a proper one. I see guys throwing punches and they open their hand at the last second and slap the guy and then close it by the time they pull back. Who's that Irish guy? Sheamus does those all the time and I see him. I'm like, why don't you take 10 minutes and go down and have someone teach you how to throw a punch instead of throwing that embarrassment of a punch? These comments immediately lit social media on fire, with Hart being labeled bitter and resentful by many fans this weekend after taking aim at several wrestlers. The reaction was strong because Sheamus is rarely criticized for his in-ring work. In fact, countless legends have praised him over the years for his physical style and reliability. When it comes to his working punches specifically, there has never been a widespread issue, making Hart's comments feel more like personal preference than objective critique. Hart has previously stated that he dislikes overly stiff wrestlers and has criticized Gunther's heavy-hitting style in the past. Even so, fans were surprised to see him go after Sheamus, a wrestler who has built his entire reputation on delivering believable, safe, and impactful performances. Sheamus, who has openly been a huge fan of Bret Hart for years, will no doubt be gutted by these remarks. Hopefully it doesn't affect his confidence or motivation as he continues to bring his A game week after week. Yet in the same interview, Bret Hart also praised another superstar, naming Rey Mysterio as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time. Do you think Bret Hart was being fair with his critique of Sheamus, or were his comments unnecessarily harsh? And if the retirement rumors are true, would WWE be losing one of its most reliable veterans too soon? Share your thoughts below. Tony Chimel's chapter with AEW has officially closed. The longtime WWE ring announcer, who quietly began working with AEW last year, confirmed that his run with the company has come to an end. During an interview with All Access Entertainment, Chimel discussed his time in AEW and made it clear that he genuinely enjoyed the experience. He noted that the company operates on a smaller scale compared to WWE and has its own rhythm and structure, but emphasized that the environment was friendly, made even more comfortable because many familiar WWE faces now work there. Chimel expressed gratitude for the opportunity and described his stint as short but positive, stressing that AEW simply chooses to run things their own way. I always had a good time there. They're a smaller operation and they run things a little differently, but the people there are nice. I know a lot of WWE people who are there now. It was a nice little run and I'm grateful for the time I had there. They do their thing the way they want to do their thing. Now that his time with AEW has wrapped, the big question is whether Chimel might eventually return to WWE. Fans would certainly welcome him back, but for now, his next move remains unknown. Fans have been asking WWE for a physical Hall of Fame for decades, and now Triple H has finally acknowledged that it might become a reality one day. While speaking to Complex, Triple H revealed that the idea of a brick-and-mortar WWE Hall of Fame has never been ruled out. He explained that fans constantly ask about an actual building to house WWE's historic moments and legendary careers, and it's something the company may still pursue down the line. You know, people ask us all the time about a brick-and-mortar Hall of Fame. That might still be something in the future. Despite inducting countless icons into the Hall of Fame over the years, the WWE has never moved forward with building a physical location. There were internal discussions in the past, but nothing ever materialized from those early conversations. With the company now under TKO and Triple H overseeing a larger portion of WWE's direction, many fans believe this could be the perfect era for a museum-style Hall of Fame to finally happen. His latest comments certainly suggest the idea is still very much alive. For now, it's simply a matter of waiting to see if WWE decides to pull the trigger on something fans have wanted for a long time. For all of our subscribers, don't miss the 9 a.m. Eastern video we dropped earlier today. Smash that bell icon and select all notifications so you're always in the loop.